because that's how it's always been. That's why we got so much hate for liking it back then, because I mean we were different. But now that it's like the norm, I mean it's kind of like you don't like anime. Now it's like you don't like anime. Cause I mean now if you don't like anime, now people are ready to run at you with pitchforks and hang you for not liking anime.
You tell him, King Leo, you silly boy.
So one of the biggest things that I hate, like in today's society now, is how mainstream anime has become. And I don't know if we talk about this too much, or we don't talk about this enough. But anime has become like more mainstream than it has been like ever before. Like in like 2020 and like now in 2025, anime has like become extremely like about as huge as like music and video games, just about. And I remember a time when you even mentioned to anybody you liked anime, you got looked at like you were an alien or like you were from a different planet. And I mean, I find that funny. But like one of the I guess a huge reason of why like anime is become more mainstream now, and I just mentioned music, and that's a big thing. A lot of music, like rap stars, and like even like a lot of artists and even actors, like Michael B. Jordan, he loves anime. His favorite is Naruto. But I remember going to see Creed 3, and he had talked about having watched Naruto and Dragon Ball and having like scenes from there inspire a lot of his boxing match scenes in Creed 3. Specifically the last scene where him and Dame were fighting in like the subconscious realm. He said he got like a lot of inspiration from Naruto, like Naruto versus Sasuke and like Goku versus Vegeta to make that fight happen. And even Megan Thee Stallion, she loves Jujutsu Kaisen. Like she got that one song talking about going to Japan, and it's basically a whole song about JJK. And then then you got Kanye. He's talked on multiple terms of why he likes and loves anime. And then even Usher likes anime, and I don't know if y'all seen that cosplay of him cosplaying as Gojo. Yeah, I hope we forget about that. But anyways, that's one of the main reasons why anime's become more mainstream than it has in past years. But I remember a time when anime was not mainstream and it was very niche. Like it was an exclusive group of us that liked anime, and it was like a lot of us that didn't. And being into anime now versus being into it back, it's a lot safer now because I mean, you can freely like anime now without being judged rather than back then. Maybe you told somebody you watched Dragon Ball, okay, they were cool with it. But then maybe you went down the line and was like, I like Death Note. They probably looked at you like, the is that? And or like, some people you even told them you like anime in general. They was like, oh, you like that kid stuff, or you like that, you into that weird, that freak junk, you into that weird stuff. It just kind of be like, yeah, I ain't gonna talk to you no more. But being into it now, I mean, you can go to somebody and be like, oh yeah, I like anime. I mean, depending on if they're a generic watcher, a moderate, or like a very high invested anime maniac, they'll give you a good conversation about it. Because I mean it's more mainstream now. A lot more people know about it, and a lot more people are into it rather than not into it now. Because I mean, because they hear it in music. I mean, it's all over social media. I mean, a lot of content creators like RDC, Ori Kenshin, I Am Dante, Caleb City, Dashi, Releasy. I mean, thousands of others. I mean, we got whole conventions for anime now. Anime Expo, DreamCon. I mean, talk about Dragon Con last episode, Heroes Con. It's just a bunch. I mean, animation's become like really huge and mainstream for it. So, I mean, it's kind of like now you just see it everywhere. So, I mean, it's kind of hard not to like it rather than, because, I mean, people are going to go with the grain rather than against it because that's how it's always been. That's why we got so much hate for liking it back then because, I mean, we were different. But now that it's the norm, I mean, it's kind of like you don't like anime. Now it's like you don't like anime. Because, I mean, now if you don't like anime, now people are ready to run at you with pitchforks and hang you for not liking anime. But back then, I mean, if you liked anime, they was ready to chase you with pitchforks and hang you because, like, what are you doing liking anime? But now it's like, why don't you like anime? Like, what's your reason? I mean, because back then, you had to give them, like, a whole paragraph, metaphorically speaking. You had to give them a whole paragraph for why the fuck do you like anime? And, I mean, now, if you don't like it, you still got to give niggas a whole paragraph for why you don't like anime. Because, I mean, for me personally, I don't really like people who rep anime and have never watched it a day in their life. Because countless times I've walked up to people or I've seen somebody wearing like a My Hero shirt, a Demon Slayer shirt, and I'd be like, "Hey, bro, yeah, what kind of what character? What character is that?" And they look at me, they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know," and I'd be like, "You don't know." I mean, but you got the shirt on though. I mean, like same people that be like, you got a Kiss or a Nirvana shirt on. They'd be like, name one song. Or like, people back in middle school, you come with a shirt with like Tupac, Biggie on. I remember I used to have this shirt with it was a Kings of New York shirt. My homeboy, he came to me, he was like, name me one person off that shirt. And I named Biggie Smalls. He was like, name somebody else. And I was like, he was like, man, I can name everybody on that shirt right there. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's how I do people that rep anime gear now. I literally will go up to you and be like, name me that show or tell me this character's name. If you have to look down at the shirt to tell me the show, I might just have to ask you to give me the shirt because I ain't gonna lie, it pisses me off when people rep anime and they don't even watch it because for us, for the people that were really invested into anime and really loved anime back then, when it wasn't cool to like it, we had to go through the struggle, bro. Like, we really had to push and fight for this junk to be as mainstream as it is now. Really felt like the whole civil rights movement. Like, we really had to fight and push for this junk to go through for real. Cause I mean, say I have to, go to school, you get bullied for liking anime, people call you weird, you get called a freak, you get laughed at. You couldn't even talk about anime in public back then. I mean, maybe if you was talking to a generic watcher, like somebody, a generic watcher, I feel like you go in tiers, right? So you got the generic watchers, you got the moderate watchers, and then you got like the hardcore watchers. Like the people that know, like they listen to the music, they know every character, they know every side character, like they already looking for when season 2 about to come out. They know this nigga powers, they, doing tier lists, they ain't going death battle, all that junk. But then you got the moderate watchers, they might watch casual anime here and there. They may know a couple characters. They watch more than the average, more than like the generic anime that everybody watches. But then you got the generic watchers. Now, them the niggas that's gonna like bully you for watching anything past these 3 shows. If you watch anything past Dragon Ball, One Piece, or Naruto, a generic anime watcher is gonna clown you for like anything else. Like you tell them, oh, I like Promised Neverland, they is gonna look at you like you crazy. Or you be like, I like Death Note, or I like Dr. Stone. Like they're gonna be like, what the fuck even is? And I mean, and then them be the same people, the generic watchers be the same niggas wearing the dang on Dr. Stone shirt because it's got a picture of Senku on it looking cool or looking clean. And they wearing it around. And nigga can't even name the show or name the character. Or, they got a dang on Devil May Cry shirt on. It's got Dante on it doing some cool jump with the guns. But they can't even name the character. Or a Blue Exorcist shirt. Or a Demon Slayer. Just some anime rep on. And they don't even know who the character is. I mean, that low-key pissed me off because, I mean, shoot. Like, you with it now because you see it everywhere because it's so cool. It's so mainstream. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's clean, so I'm going to rock with it, but you really don't mess with it at all because you don't even watch it. You just like the shirt because it look cool or because it match your clothes, it go with your fit. But I mean, you really don't mess with the show. And to me, that's crazy. Because honestly and truly, I liked anime better when it was more niche, like it was just more of an exclusive group of us that liked it rather than a whole like collective because it felt more like we respected the culture. It felt more special because now that it's more mainstream, it just kind of feels like we don't really respect the culture. Well, I guess I won't say we because us, if you've been rocking with anime since like the early Cause I was born with 2005. So, but I get they've been rocking with anime since like 19 something. But if you've been rocking with it since like the early side, like 1990 something, like early 2000s, then like hardcore rocking with it, I'll count you in this group of people. But if you started fucking with anime like in 2020, depending on what shows you don't watch, we might consider you a moderate watcher. But anything below, if you've only seen like Dragon Ball, Naruto, or One Piece, and like you ain't ventured off and watched nothing else, or like all you watch is like shonen and nothing else, you stuck in the generic, my guy. I ain't gonna lie. Like you stuck in the generic category, just a generic watcher. Because if you are like even a moderate or hardcore fan, you're going to venture off and want to find and watch more stuff. But being a generic watcher, just you say like that bottom tier of people. And that's another reason why I don't like it being so mainstream now. And I'd rather it be niche like it was before, because you can't differentiate the generic people from the moderate and hardcore people because everybody likes it now. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, I like anime. Oh, you like it too? So, I mean, we all just like anime now. So, it's just kind of like, because ain't nobody going to tell you that they don't like this anime, they don't like that show, they ain't never seen that show. Because, I mean, they ain't trying to be different than the whole collective. And definitely, if you see somebody wearing an anime shirt, I mean, they going to mess up some junk if they don't even really know nothing about it. Especially if they weren't into anime when the whole niche thing was going on, or they haven't like researched that anime before and they just got the shirt just because they like it, they gonna slip up. Just like them people be calling Naruto like Naruto or Naruto or something like that. Yeah. Cause I mean I remember it was a dude, I think I was at the campus at my college. And it was this dude, I think he had on a My Hero shirt. I think they had Deku on it. And I was like, hey, bro. What character? You know that character name? And he was like, nah. And I was like, what made you get the shirt? And he was like, it looked cool. I was like, oh. I ain't gonna cap. I almost told Buddy to give me the shirt, bro. I hope the frat people don't get me for this, but like, I was about to act like them for real. Like how, you be seeing on TikTok, like they be like with the perps, with they Nelia, like the perps be wearing they Nelia and stuff. I was about to act like that. I was about to really be like, bro, like we about to fight if you don't give me that shirt, bro. Cause you don't with this show, you don't know nothing about this show. I was really about to act like that. I was really about to take, like, yeah, bro, you was gonna have to run my fade and give me that shirt, bro, cause you disgracing the culture for real. Because, and that's like really how it feels that the culture is just getting disgraced, because I mean, so many people like it now, but they don't really like it. Like, they like it for the aesthetic that it gives. They like it for more so just like the aesthetic of it. Not even like the feel, just like the aesthetic. Like, oh, it looks cool. Oh, yeah, it looks nice. Maybe they might like it for the feel. Like, I don't know, it feels nice to wear this. Like, I look clean, cool. Like, I'm dripping wearing this. But, nah, like, you really fucking with the culture of, like, anime for real, because you know nothing about it. You don't even watch it. But, yeah, you repping the stuff. And, I mean, that just kind of kills it. Because, I mean, shoot, you ain't fight for this junk to be mainstream like that. You wasn't getting bullied in school for liking this. You just hopping on the bandwagon of everybody else that was laughing at the OGs that liked it, and now you hopping on the bandwagon with the other clowns laughing about it, just acting like you've been rocking with this junk since day one. And the most shows that you done seen is Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. And you can't even name me one character from Death Note. Can't name one character from Dr. Stone or My Hero, but you can tell me a fight scene that Goku had. Or you could be like, oh yeah, Goku going Super Saiyan was my favorite part of DBZ. I mean, bro, it's crazy. Like, that's just like you going up asking somebody, oh yeah, like you like Pokemon? And they be like, yeah, but their favorite Pokemon is Pikachu. Like, I mean, come on, like, bro, that's like the ease, like literally, that's everybody knows Pikachu. That's how bad and mainstream anime has come to the point to where I say it ruins the culture so bad, because somebody saying their favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, everybody knows who Pikachu is. Like, you tell me you don't know no other Pokemon, but the main, like literally the poster child of the whole franchise, that's the only Pokemon you know. But I mean, if you guys disagree with me, I want to know. But for me personally, I feel like anime being niche and exclusive to the small group that it was before is way better than it being mainstream and as huge as it is now. Because I mean, now if you look, even like the aesthetic and like just the look of anime is like mainstream and everything like we look at now. Like I mean, it's always been there in like cartoons and stuff and movies and stuff like that. But now it's even in like toys. I mean, it's even in games, like in a lot more games now. Like it's even been mainstream, like through like AI is doing it a lot now. And I mean, this is becoming like mainstream in just a lot of things, like just the whole cultural aspect of it. And I feel like that just kind of kills it for all of us that really like grinded, I guess I would say, for it to be mainstream or for it to be as big as it is. And I feel like that kills the culture for a lot of us that really like respect Japanese culture and like anime culture because of a lot of people that don't respect it and really just fuck with it for like I said, the aesthetic or for even like the fashion aspect. Because a lot of people just like wear the clothes because what they look cool, they match my shoes or this and that, and or like they just like it because Megan Thee Stallion wrote a song about it, or because Kanye talked about it, or because Michael B. Jordan made a movie about it, or because Usher did a whole cosplay about it. That was garbage. If I didn't say that before, but I just feel like that it just makes it just kind of kills it because like I said before, like somebody telling you your favorite like their favorite Pokemon is Pikachu or their favorite anime is like DBZ, but they can't name you like any other show. But I mean, if you guys agree, follow for more. Cause I mean, it's what we do here on the Lions Den. We give like real hardcore raw takes about anime and pop culture. So I'll see you guys on the next episode.